Kevin McCloskey with O-Line Sports coming to you with the illustrious Mr. Billy Woodward, entering his 8th generation of life, meaning he turned 70 years old today. Happy birthday, Billy. Congratulations on making that milestone.
Appreciate that.
We end the season here at East Duplin. You know, the scoreboard is, when it comes to football, the scoreboard's the judge and the jury. And the scoreboard said we lost tonight, and we did, 31-17. Yes. But we were just talking. This was anybody's ball game, really, even into the fourth quarter, early fourth quarter, but especially through halftime. And things kind of got away from us at the end of the first half. Just your thoughts in general, Billy?
Well, 3 minutes left in the first half. We're tied at 14 apiece, and then we have the interception, and they come back and they score and make it a 7-point game. And then we go on, and then they come back, and here we get the interception, and they go down. And I've got to give credit to Dante Hall. He had enough presence of mind to see that he wasn't going to make a touchdown, and he ran out of bounds on the far sidelines there with 1.5 seconds to give his field goal kicker the chance to add on and make it a 10-point lead, and that's where it was, 24-14 at half.
That's a good observation. I couldn't tell from my vantage point what happened, but that was a very smart play on his part.
It was. I mean, he knew he wasn't going to get there at all, and into the end zone. And when he saw that, he cut right and went right out of bounds at that point. And I told Melvin just before the touchdown when we had scored, I said, we're here with 14-14. Let's don't do anything stupid like Richlands did against us one time and give them momentum going in, and we did. Yeah. And so that's, instead of maybe a 7-point game and possibly a halftime score tied, now we're down 10, and they get the ball to begin the third quarter, and they score. They took 7 minutes and 38 seconds off the clock when they came out on that play, and that was the difference in the ball game. By that time, when they got that, you could tell that it was more over. I will say this also: at the end, down there on that end of the end zone, showed a first-class act on the part of Battle Holly, and that is a first-class act family anyhow.
Yeah, and let's talk about, I want to talk about them for a moment. Congratulations to East Duplin. They are first class. I love this stadium. It's very close down here. Being on the sidelines, especially on the visitor side, it gets a little dangerous because it's so tight, but I absolutely love it. And like we talked a lot to the guys running the chain gang for East Duplin. First-class guys, very friendly, very cordial, and didn't get involved in the game, you know, like some teams do.
Yes.
And I was talking to them and says, you know, to me, East Duplin reminds me of Wake Forest in the sense that they don't have the superstars. They don't Wake Forest doesn't have the All-American athletes. East Duplin doesn't have the D1 players, but they execute and they play with heart and they play smart and they get the job done. They're the conference champions, and it wasn't a fluke. They earned it.
Oh no, they earned it. You could put heart in there for this team. This team always plays with heart. This was the kind of team that Southwest had in 1999 and 2000 when they went to the championships 2 years in a row. The first year we had heart and we had a lot of players and talent as well. We had D1s and went. Charlie Dempsey, one of them, to go on and play. You know, East Duplin. The next year, no one gave us a chance of going back to the state championship, much less winning it when we got there. And on heart, along with that group of kids, I don't think we had any players to go D1, but we won the state championship. A lot of times, all you need is kids that believe in the coach and kids that are give you 100 or 110% and have heart, and that'll win you a championship. Congratulations to East Duplin.
Yeah, and talking too about heart for Southwest after last week and the way the season's gone, and this was a very bad week for the Stallions. There was a lot of adversity. Several players left the team this week for a variety of reasons. And they could have folded up the tents, you know, and cashed it in. But Stallions played really well today. I have to say, you know, I'm impressed with the coaching staff. I'm impressed with the players, the way they circled the wagons. Played a very good ball game, and it's a good way to end the regular season, even though it's a loss.
It's a loss, and the thing about it now is they say that we're still into the first round of the playoffs. 4 hours, do we go northeast or do we go northwest? 4 hours. Which one is it going to be? It's only a time will tell, and we'll know that Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, or sometime Monday.
Yeah, and who knows? But I say, maybe the Stallions will, whoever it is, be one of those teams be one of those teams where you don't want to play them. You know the record wasn't very good. You know this, you know that, but you don't want to get in a fight with them. In a fight, I mean on a football field. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, so you know, it wasn't the best season, but we can build on it.
I remember a few years back, we were the 4th seed in our conference that year, and we went over to the other side of Lumberton, North Carolina, and came away with a win. And the athletic director and the principal came up to the press box to Melvin and I as we were breaking down and said, "And you're the 4th seed out of your conference, and you beat us this bad." And they were the number 1 seed that we were at that time. But they rallied and they got going, and that's the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coaching staff will be telling the players that too. It's like, hey, you got potentially 1 game left, or your seniors 1 game left in your career. Lay it all on the field. Play like you played tonight, and who knows what might happen. So
who knows? We'll see.
We'll see.
That's it.
All right. Well, happy birthday, Mr. 70-year-old. Be safe, and we'll talk to you sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
All right. Take care.